Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the worldwide celebration ticket banners, and we're going to discuss which ticket banner you should summon on depending on what you're looking for. Obviously guys, number one rule with any summoning or summoning video or anything like that is that you summon for the units you want. So if one banner has more units that you want than the other banner, that is probably the banner you should summon on. So I don't want to, tell people that they have to summon on a banner. I'm just giving advice on what I think you should summon on for certain things. Now obviously, if you're wondering, celebration tickets for these banners, they can be obtained by some special missions, logging in, social media campaigns. I cover all of that under the campaign video. You will also be able to purchase these tickets with memorial stones. Memorial stones are a currency you can earn. I've done a video on them, and you will get one for every 50 stones you spent between August of last year and August of this year. So I put a link to both of those videos up top. Hopefully they're able to help you out. You'll be able to get celebration tickets throughout the worldwide celebration, so don't panic too much. You should have plenty chances to try and pull at least one or two of the units on your wish list. So hopefully that really helps you out and gives you a little bit of peace of mind, I should say. Of course, when it comes to ticket summons, there's always people that are going to find them to not be great value. Personally, I find them to be fantastic value. Free summons is free summons. It's always much appreciated to get free summons, and I think it really adds a lot of value, especially to players that are looking to fill up their box, who haven't maybe pulled some of the latest DFEs. I think it always helps out. So in terms of everything else, that's pretty much everything you need to know. Now we'll talk about the banners. So obviously there are two banners. There's banner A and there's banner B. You can also use stones to summon on these banners, but I don't really suggest it. But banner A obviously contains quite a few units that are really solid. They have a lot of units on each banner, so just be prepared for that. But banner A starts off with the physical GT Goku, a great unit. I think definitely a fantastic unit. Viable in the red zone for a lot of fights, and just has a great leader skill, great stats, great everything. A unit that's really good at 55% and even better with dupes. Then you have Super Vegeta. Defensively, maybe a little bit lackluster comparative to some other units, but when he's got dupes in him, he's defensively sound, but he does huge damage. Like, we're talking insane damage. We're talking like LR damage numbers. This guy has guaranteed critical hits. He is an absolute menace when it comes to his damage output. Then we have Sandai Broly, a high value unit. Not only is he getting a lot of love in red zone, especially for the Broly fight, he's a good aging unit, but also he just has a great leader skill, and he's not on a lot of banners, which I think makes him high value. I always find that the Sandai units, or at least Broly, was not on a lot of banners. It makes him very high value. Paikuhan, very good unit. Leader skill, bit lackluster. The unit himself, excellent. Also another unit getting a renaissance in the red zone, because apparently delaying your enemy's attacks for one turn is kind of super important when you can die in one turn. So Paikuhan, very solid. I really like him. I've always liked him, and I think he's a great pickup unit to get. Then things go down a little bit with Strength Bojack. Not that he's bad in any sense, but he is like, he needs a linking partner. He's a little bit aged. When Int Bojack gets his EZA, this guy's going to improve a lot, because he's going to have a much better pairing partner for a lot of his teams. Frieza, Angel Frieza, his leader skill, okay. It's a good leader skill in that he's one of the few leaders for the category. But generally speaking, this guy as a unit is very good. And with Cooler coming out, Wicked Bloodlines getting a buff, this guy could be a good pickup. Tech Gohan, just an insane unit, really. His ability to guard, coupled with greatly raising defense, still makes him a staple of so many teams. Leading hybrid Saiyans is just really fantastic. Gotenks a tiny bit aged, a tiny bit aged, but a very good unit. Leader skill, not so great. Unit itself, fantastic. This guy's awesome. When he gets another Gotenks unit or another great linking partner, he's going to be awesome. Bardock needs an EZA, SS3 Goku, very solid unit. SS3 help for sure. Android 13, not bad, not great, kind of an in-betweener. Leader skill is pretty good. Super 17 helps him with a linking partner on his own team. Then you've got Strength Cooler, possibly about to get a huge buff because of his pairing partner being the new Cooler. So this guy could be incredibly valuable once again, depending on how busted Cooler is. So that'll be interesting to see. Strength Namek Goku needs an EZA. Great leader skill, but just needs an EZA to be functionable. Then you've got Zamasu, needs an EZA. Vegeta, EZA. Goku, EZA. Broly, EZA. Metal Cooler, EZA. Also a very likely EZA, by the way, because of the Cooler Goku celebration. This guy could be on the list. Boo, EZA. Frieza, solid. Not as good as Goku, or not aging as well as Goku, but still very good. Full Power SS4, Future Gohan, Turles, and Rose, all very good. Rose is great after his upcoming EZA. Physical Vegeta, okay. Mr. Gohan, very good. SS4 Gogeta, very good. And SS3 Broly, not great. The rest of these 120%ish leads are decent. I would classify them all as very solid. I wouldn't say they're remarkable, but they are very good. In Vegeta, not so great. In Trunks, a little bit aged. All of these units have aged a little bit. Blue Vegeta is pretty solid. Tech Golden Frieza gets an honorable mention, being quite usable under a Ginyu Force lead in the red zone. And the rest of the units are all what I would classify as good units, but not great units. Generally speaking, type leads, even the ones with good EZAs, are not something to look forward to too much nowadays. They can still help you out, but they're not rocking anyone's boat. So then we come to Banner B. GT Vegeta, pretty solid. I think he doesn't have the same impact as Goku, but I think as a floater on a team he's actually better than Goku because his defense is higher, especially if you're running him on GT heroes. Very solid. AGL Gohan, if Tech Gohan is like a 9 out of 10 on the defensive scale, AGL Gohan is like an 8 out of 10 on the defensive scale. A very good unit. His active skill is super duper helpful, getting a lot of love right now on hybrid Saiyans. Videl, very similar to Super Vegeta, huge damage, huge damage, very much restricted to one team. Unlike Vegeta, her leader skill, very restrictive, whereas Vegeta's is a lot better. This physical Goten kid and Trunks kid, a great unit, literally a fantastic individual unit, just a little bit wonky, really. It's their only shame. Janemba, arguably better than Paikuhan for me. If extreme teams had a super red zone, I would say Janemba is your boy to use. So if we ever get a super version of red zone, like where you're fighting heroes, Janemba is going to have his same value peak, just like Paikuhan. Gogeta needs dupes, but is a very good cookie cutter unit. Kefla, great damage, but her defense kind of flops off a little bit. Universe 6 also has a decent reciprocal lead in the Tech duo unit, so I just don't think she's as great as she used to be. Tech Boo, however, still gets a lot of love from me. I really like that guy, especially with an item. I actually think they're still a really good unit. Then we have Goku, needs an EZA, active skill is still great. Same with Beerus, great unit, just needs an EZA, a little bit of a touch up or a pairing partner. Then we have Vegeta, still usable in a lot of content, orb dependent, but you can still actually see this guy do a lot of good work, like a lot of good work. So yeah, I think overall Vegeta is probably better than Goku. Future Gohan, great on a hybrid Saiyans team. Piccolo, decent, needs an EZA for his offense. Trunks needs an EZA, as much as it pains me to say it. Hit, very good unit, perfectly fine as is. AGL Gogeta, like Broly, needs an EZA. Goku Black definitely needs an EZA. Goku, aging better than Frieza, very good unit. Physical 17, very good unit and will get an easy A. This probably currently still the best DFE easy A in the game. This guy is an absolute beast. Then Jiren, very out of touch. Leader skills okay, but there's a ton of Universal Survival Saga leads. Tech Vegito, very good unit, especially after his EZA. Needs a partner, but that's about it. Needs an EZA for SS3 Bardock, definitely. His leader skill is quite valuable if you're still struggling for a Super Saiyan 3. Int MUI Goku, very good unit. Int Frieza, decent after his EZA. Omega Shenron, arguably better than SS4 Gogeta, the tech one. Then the SS3 Gotenks, very solid. Strength Janemba, Super 17 AGL1, really solid. Final Form Cooler, decent, but obviously depending on how the new cooler goes. And then the rest kind of, we start falling into this 120-ish% lead, this type leading. They're all solid units. It's not to say that any of these units are terrible, but it's just to say that they're not as, you're not really pulling on the banner for these units specifically. SS3 Vegeta gets a shout out by still being incredibly useful with his 90% damage reduction. But yeah, at this point, obviously, yeah, I think not that you'd be disappointed, you're just not, it's not really the main reason why you're summoning. Overall, I'm gonna say that banner A, for me at least, piques my interest a lot more. If we're talking strictly red zone, I think banner A has more usable units for the red zone. If we're talking category leads, I think banner A also has stronger category leads overall. Although banner B does hit some really niche categories. It hits Super Saiyan 3 quite well. It hits Corroded Body and Mind very well, Martian Power. It hits a lot of really strong categories that need those units as leads. Like getting Janemba will help you finish the Corroded Body and Mind challenge for the Goku event. Getting Broly on the first banner is just going to help you complete red zone. Both are worth the exact same amount of stones, so you can decide which one you want to chase. Me personally, if I was a brand new player, I would probably summon on banner A. I think you get more value out the leader skills. I think you get more units that can lead strong teams, and more units that are still good on strong categories that you might have from the 7th anniversary. Obviously guys, just as like a full disclaimer, when you are summoning on these banners, there's no guaranteed SSRs or anything like that. So when you summon on the banners, you could literally pull a whole bunch of featured SSRs, or you could literally pull nothing. Chances are you will pull at least 1 or 2 good units, as if you've been playing at least for the last year. You'll probably pull 1 or 2 good units, but there is really no control over who you get. The summon rates are the same between single and multi summons, so that's all pretty straightforward. And yeah, but that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoy, and see you next time. Bye.